Okay, Dreamer, please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we talk about the patch notes, I just want to say a huge thank you to the entire community who voiced out their opinion and managed to get the developers to retract all the arena changes that were supposed to happen. And I think this is a really big win for the community, but I don't really like to see it as a win or lose, you know, that kind of idea between the developers and the players, because ultimately we all want one common goal, and that is to have a better game, right? So I would really hope that this is a statement that we make to the developers that we are really players who care about the game and we really have opinions that should be heard. And I really hope he picks up on that since for the past two updates there have been a lot of drama, and hopefully, you know, this really calls for time for him to listen to us, okay? So moving on, we are going to move on to the patch notes today. Now, patch notes today is definitely better, feels better to read about it because of the retraction of all the arena changes. I don't know why they still mention it here. I don't think they managed to edit it in time. So 7th seed of Azure, I don't know how you pronounce it. Randgrid, okay, it's released. We're going to check it out. This is still pretty... I'm going to try to refresh the page because all the hyperlinks don't seem to be working just yet. I think it's just too early. We just had a 2-hour maintenance on the Netmarble site. Okay, so Randgrid. Okay, she is Randgrid's sister, by the way, in case you are wondering how are they related. Okay, decreased damage taken by 40%, so she's gonna be pretty tanky. Oh, she's universal, by the way. Increased defense of all allies in the front row by 3000. Oh, there we go. Increased status effect resist rate of allies in the back row by 40%. Wow! That is a pretty significant amount. So, increasing defense in the front line by 3000 means that you could actually, you know, that they could be trying to let players change up their formation, because a lot of people are running 2-5 in the back, and having this could potentially make more players swap heroes to the front. But you also do have status resist rate increase for allies in the back row, which is also very useful. So I think with Randgrid, formation wise, you can really start to explore different kinds of formation. She will definitely be a great support unit for the entire team. And take note, it doesn't apply to universal heroes only, so you can use her in any single team, which is the best part. Deals 300% physical damage to 3 enemies, deals additional 20,000 fixed damage. This is okay. I think this is gonna get an additional buff from the exclusive item. Deals 400% to 3 enemies with the highest... Oh, I hate this. And decrease physical attack and magic attack by 40% for 3 turns. So she's definitely gonna be a huge threat to your three highest physical attack and magic attack heroes, which is most commonly Dylan's, Yonhee, Eve, Phi. You know, these 4 are the most guaranteed. The last one really depends on how you can manipulate your hero's attack stat, which is something that I feel that is very important now. So most of you will have to really look at the stats and try to see ways where you can actually avoid another hero from being targeted if possible. Okay, so this is something that you will want to keep a lookout for. For her awakened skill, she deals 30,000 fixed damage to 5 enemies, increased skill cooldown by 30 seconds. Also pretty okay. Okay, I think this was kind of one of the biggest problems which we mentioned about Lu Bu, and she looks similar to Lu Bu. That Lu Bu's awakened skill does fixed damage and is incredibly not... How do I say this? It's not wow, right? And Lu Bu did silence as well, but yeah, it really wasn't anything fantastic. So I would like to see how this plays out. This is pretty similar to Gerard's, which is also pretty decent, I would say. Increases skill cooldown by 30 seconds could be a good game changer though, I have to say that. Because many people don't resist cooldown increase anymore. So she can potentially lock down an entire team. But then again, if you're using her in 7v7, then obviously that won't be the case because you will have two other heroes that have skill cooldown, right? So I don't think this is as good in 7v7, but in 5v5 definitely very good. And for her effect attack, she deals additional fixed damage. She has 100% chance to launch effect attacks, by the way. So 100%, not just 30%. Okay. For her passive, she increases lethal... I see. Okay. Literally the new Fenrir. The tankier Fenrir. Increases lethal rate of all allies by 50%. Okay. This is kind of the thing that we really didn't like to see because it replaces one hero with another, right? But I do have to say that it's a good thing to remove Fenrir. Why? Because Fenrir has that very... I mentioned in the previous video, his passive is just game breaking. Literally breaking, okay? So with Fenrir possibly out of the picture, I think they could introduce more things back. More types of HP reduction effects back. But of course, it's still a very big hit. What Fenrir did to the entire game, okay? But hopefully with this, you'll be able to use this. You will use Randgrid in a very good way, but I'm also thinking of using Randgrid now in PvE because of this. She literally can replace Fenrir and also provide your heroes with a far more tankier, your front line with more bulk, and also the back line. In case your Shane or Velika is very susceptible to CC, she can definitely help out with that. So, she's actually pretty okay, decent to be used in PvE as well. She also increases the block rate, which is great, which means normally, most probably, you will be going with block on her. And she has 80% chance to block Awakening Gauge for 3 turns. That is on this regular skill. Oh, so they buffed this skill to a pretty good extent, but not this skill. Okay. She blocks Awakening Gauges. So this is something that is a returning mechanic. I think previously we did have some heroes with this before the reboot. So she's the first hero with this mechanic being added back. 80% chance to block Awakening Gauge. This is probably a debuff. So if you do want to make her 100% chance, you will have to increase her status effect cast rate, I believe. She doesn't have much status effect casting except this. Okay. So, definitely one of the more support and bulky heroes, which is pretty interesting for Commander. Yeah. I think her overall skill set is pretty decent. I'm more interested to see whether she can really be used to replace Fenrir as well in PvE. But Fenrir does boost lethal and crit damage of your DPS. So that itself is a big draw, and if there's finally a segregation for Fenrir to PvE and then Randgrid for PvP, I think that's pretty okay. It creates more use for both of them anyway. Okay, so moving on. 7... Oh. Wow, wait, what? They really removed 7v7. Oh my god, I didn't expect that. They really checked the oh, I'm a bit shocked, sorry. Wow, okay, cool. I really didn't expect that. So Randgrid is gonna be incredibly good now. I really didn't expect that because I always felt that, they implemented so much for 7v7 such that there's no reason for them to remove it. But I guess the community really did come true to them. So wow, it's cool. Yeah, they will prepare improvements. Okay, so it doesn't mean that it's gone forever. It may come back again as a season or something. Okay, so yeah, amazing. System adjustment. So are they going ahead with this? Wait, are they going ahead with this? I'm a bit confused now. I think this is not updated. Like, this is not supposed to happen. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna skip all that because I don't think it's supposed to happen. And if it does, then wow, riot again. Okay. Hero auto level up feature. So this is the new one. You can automatically choose to level up heroes. Okay, it's not a must do. Okay, if you don't have the time, then you go to this option here and you press the button and it will automatically level up your heroes for you. Okay, it doesn't mean you can still proceed with farming as per normal. Okay, it doesn't mean that farming is affected at all. And in fact, you know, if you do this and you're a regular farmer, you will realize that you will be lacking fodder because you leveled up all your heroes within an instant, right? So I would strongly suggest that if you do farm continuously on a day-to-day basis, don't need to do this, don't do this. Keep your fodder at level 1 and do the farming regularly. This is really for players who do not have time, and if you just somehow don't have time on a certain day, then I think this will be a good alternative for you to turn to. So it's only a good thing, okay? It's not a bad thing that this is added, okay? Limit break new slot. Okay, Abyss Essence. We need so many to level up the trait, so it's no longer just level 10 to go. I don't get it. Oh, okay, so you do get 30 a day. Okay, you do get 30 a day. How many do you need in total though? 30 for 1. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 150, 180, 230. You need 230 Abyss Essence to get one new limited trait to level 10. Okay, which means you need about 8 days. 8 days of daily quests. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. It's still very accessible to free-to-play players, so it's not too bad. But I'm a bit afraid of the Topaz cost change. But yeah, still not too bad, I would say. You can take 8 days for one new trait. The traits better be amazing. We're gonna check it out now. Increase critical damage dealt to offensive type enemies. Okay. Increase lethal damage dealt, increase counter damage dealt, increase speed attack damage dealt. This is interesting, I have to say. So you can go incredibly powerful on guild PvE. This is insanely important for PvE. I would really suggest you use the Abyss Essence on your DPS first, your Valakar and Shane first. Especially if you have problem clearing level 8 raid. Okay, this is a very good push for you. For newer players, you just have to wait 8 days to get one of the traits. Obviously, you'll go for the universal one. Okay, so this will really help you clear level 8 raid. Now, of course, I think this is paving way for the level 9 raid as well, because for level 9 raid, we're gonna require a lot more damage, and I think this is going to be one of the ways you're gonna get more damage. Okay. Yeah, but it's a bit unfortunate that you need to use this new currency because Soul Essence is a thing, you know. Like, you know, what are we supposed to do with Soul Essence? Then you also have the crit damage reduction received, which is probably more oriented for PvP, especially for bulky units. So a unit like Randgrid and Randgrid will be really good with all these. Decrease counter attack damage. I think this is very iffy. The whole counter attack damage thing, of course, only the counter hero. So the increased counter attack damage one and speed attack, of course, this will only be good for your attack leader and your counter hero. But for this two, it's very difficult to really say who should get it because you don't know when the speed attacks, you don't know who the speed attack is going to land on, and you don't know who is going to skill and get countered. Now, obviously, you won't give this to your height hero, and it reduces by 50%, so it could be pretty significant. Yeah. So this is what? Increased damage upon attacking targets with physical damage reduction. This is interesting. Increased damage upon attacking targets with all damage reduction. So this is something like Randgrid's passive. This is pretty interesting. Yeah, but also very, very specific. Like, I can see offensive teams using this because many magic heroes actually resist or reduce physical damage taken. So offensive heroes should be using this a lot more. Okay, this will be very effective against magic units. This one not so much, not many people actually reduce magic damage unless you have the accessory on it. This one also not too much. Okay, raid auto clear. So now you can just clear the raid 10 times unlimitedly. Just depends on your keys and inventory space, so you don't have to go in to do raid anymore. Okay, which also kind of makes me feel that all these traits are really for guild dungeon and guild raid, because since you don't need to do raid anymore, if you do have that trait, the new trait, you can clear the highest floor possible and you can proceed with unlimited auto clear, which is a good thing. Event calendar update. So there's a new visual. This is kind of like what we have in the Korea server. They have managed to bring this over, which is great, and it'll be a lot clearer for everyone to check out the events. Special dungeon for Randgrid. We do get gold and special pet tickets. Oh, is this permanent? Hang on. Oh, we're really getting a special pet every day. Okay, that's very, very good. That's actually a very good thing. So you can sell, if you don't have the duplicates for this, if you have you have duplicates, you can sell all these pets and you get a whole ton of pet essence, which is great, and you get a lot of gold. So I think this is a good dungeon to do. Okay, make sure you do this. This is an incredibly important dungeon. Event territory, but we'll check that out. So this is the Randgrid theme, which is beautiful. The third week update of February is on a Wednesday, I think. Yeah, it's on a Wednesday due to the Lunar New Year celebrations. Please don't get confused. Okay, so the Eve event is gonna end in about less than 2 weeks, so do take note. What? Speed related help. I really don't think it's happening. I'm gonna refresh the page just to see if it's really happening. They're still not updating the hyperlinks, so I really don't know. I'm just gonna take a look at this. If you have the same speed, allies and enemies each get 50% priority on basic attack. Allies and enemies each get 50% priority on. So yeah, it's really random. It's horrible. When speed attacks the same, enemies can use skill first, although allies can attack first. Yeah, it's just two different ways, which is something I mentioned in the previous video about my post to him. I said that this should be controlled and not random. Sudden death. Holy crap. Turn damage increase 100% per turn. Wow. Turn decrease. Cool. Block rate, blah blah. Ban system. They didn't even put what's the ban system. There'll be 5 ban heroes and they will last for 4 days. I mean, this was originally supposed to be the system, okay? Which is wow, this is crazy. 5 heroes for 4 days. Yeah, I won't be looking forward to that, honestly. Okay, moving on to event territory. I just want to bring your attention. I know I hate this. Everyone don't really like this, but I just want to bring your attention to the rewards because they're actually giving sets. I have to pronounce that properly, otherwise it will sound incredibly wrong. Sets is a pet that you get and it sells for a lot of pet essence, okay? So if you really need pet essence, I think doing the event territory this time is actually pretty worth it. You also do get tickets and also special pets. Okay, so I mean, they really want you to play the event territory no matter how much you hate it. And I don't like it. But for the pet essence, I guess I have to do it, okay? Premium purchases, you can buy Randgrid, you can buy this. This is wow. Okay, this is gonna cost a lot, but still, this is wow, okay? You do get, this is really just 50-50 chance of either one, okay? You get, okay, Maze Calendar, Harp Crystals, they are selling Abyss Essence, okay? So just today, people who buy these two packages, they will get one trait unlocked to level 10 because the first one requires 230, the second one requires 230. You can buy two, which is 200, so you will still like 30 and then you will get it tomorrow. So by tomorrow, a lot of whales will our competitive players will definitely have one hero with full 5 traits, okay? Just saying. And then we have all these regular packages, and yeah. So I think the biggest shock comes with the 7v7 removal. Like, they actually did it. I really thought that they will leave it. They will not. They will pretend they didn't say it's an event. And it's definitely, you know, more than 4 weeks already. It's almost like 8 weeks. Anyway, yeah. So 5v5 will be held this week after reset. Okay. Not sure for how long. They did not say when 7v7 will come back, so we safely say that it's gonna be 5v5 now. So what do you guys think of the update so far? I know that there's a lot of things in the patch notes that have not been updated, or you know, it's supposed to be gone but it's still there. So just let me know what you think of Randgrid, of the 7v7 removal, of the pet essence and Abyss essence thingy, and all the new traits, okay? Yeah, thank you so much. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Big shout out to my channel members, DMD Phoenix, Nick Eclipse, Doppelganger, and Reggie Bautista. Stay tuned for the follow-up videos of the update. Thank you so much and see you!